everyone, and welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, I am Miranda Marie. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to the channel. So I'm coming to you today because, as you can see, I am currently back off the road. I am working from home and I am finishing up a couple of things for the road, well, from the road. So before we get started, if you haven't already, make sure that you go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you click that notification bell so that you know each and every time I upload a video. Make sure that you like and comment on the videos as well, because that helps me to know what you like, what you don't like, what you want to see, and what you don't want to see. So yes, like, comment, subscribe, and click that notification bell. So if you hear that noise in the background, that is my heat kicking on. It is actually quite chilly here in Atlanta. I actually just left Jacksonville, Florida, where it was like 78, 82 degrees. It was actually raining Super Bowl weekend, but it was still nice and muggy. I am now back home in Atlanta. Like I stated, it's a little bit chilly. I am low-key celebrating Valentine's Day a little bit late. This is a shirt actually one of my previous co-workers, but still a really good friend, made of mine. So it says the Boo Boo Crew, and it has like my little name in the hat, and it's like a little heart. So since I did not get to celebrate Valentine's Day, I just decided to wear my little shirt to represent. So I love that. That's one thing I really do miss about my old job, is we were able to like wear any kind of scrubs. It didn't have to be color coded. You know, we could have prints. We would do stuff like this where everybody would like just chip in, buy their shirt. And then she would just make them, like she did this one. She did like a St. Patty's Day one. She did St. Patrick's, Valentine's Day. I think we had a Christmas one. She, like, over the years, and if she's not doing t-shirts, she makes us cute little mugs, little cups, and things like that. So Destiny, Boo Boo, baby sis, I miss you, I love you. I still rock my shirts because I absolutely love it. But I hope everyone had a great Valentine's Day. I had to work on Valentine's Day, but it's okay. I did not have an official Valentine. I was my own Valentine, but it's okay. Hopefully we switch that up for next year, okay? But I just wanted to come back to you because, like I said, I'm just getting back off the road. I was on the road for about a week and a half. I ended up staying a few days past what I was supposed to because the girl who was coming in to cover the next following week had an emergency, so they asked me if I could stay until Wednesday. I said that would be perfectly fine for me, and then I flew back home to Atlanta. So I'm currently here now. I am trying to finish up my scanning and everything. I have some paperwork here. I just needed to go through my little schedule so that I can make sure I have everything scanned and uploaded to the system, so that if they need anything as far as medical records, anything like that, I can know for sure that I had them ready to go, uploaded, ready to go. I also had to work on my Certify. Certify is a way that we get paid for our per diem. So all the receipts that are linked to my corporate business card will upload into a system, and then I have to go in and make sure that all the receipts that I got for my gas, my rental car, my hotels, any kind of baggage for me flying, parking off site, because I did park my car at the airport, because like I said, when I come from the airport, I'm ready to just get me in my car and go. I don't want to have to wait on no Uber. I don't want to have to, and then if I get home early enough, like this time I was able to get home early enough, I could stop, go to the grocery store while everybody else was at work and in school, get all that stuff out the way before I had to come home. So, but yeah, I was scanning, making sure all those were uploaded into my chart, into my certified file, excuse me, so that I can, one, get paid. So, but two, so I can send it over to my supervisor so they can verify the charges, make sure everything lines up, get it approved so that I can get my per diem added onto my regular check for the next payday. I actually also have a home visit today. It's local here in Atlanta. It's not actually in Atlanta. It is in a suburb called Canton, Georgia. So I will be leaving here shortly. In a few hours, I'll be able to take my lunch and then do a couple more of my scans. And I will be able to hopefully take you along with that. I actually left this morning to go and get my rental car because even though it's local, they still will not let you drive your own personal car, which I absolutely love that. I appreciate that. So I had to go pick up my rental car this morning. I will have my rental until Friday, I think. Hold on. What's today? Tuesday? Wednesday. Yeah, so I think I have it till either Friday or Saturday. I can't remember. But I have my home visit today, and since it's local, and the next place I'm going to is South Carolina, since it's so far, and I told them I really don't like driving at night, I'm going to come home so I can stay here, and then I'll get up in the morning, clock in like I usually would, because I clock in at 7:30 a.m. And then I will go ahead and hit the road after I pack up everything that I need. I will head to South Carolina. I will have a home visit in South Carolina. I only have one, and then instead of me driving back, because the appointment is not until, I want to say 3 or 4 in the afternoon. So I'll kind of have the morning to just kind of dilly-dally around, get some paperwork done, and then I will go to my appointment, and then I will actually stay overnight in South Carolina for a night before coming back home, turning in my rental car. That could possibly change because I actually just got a notification for an invite later on this weekend in Tennessee. So like, that's how quick events and stuff come. So what I'll do is I'm going to cut off, and then I'm going to show you what my calendar looks like so you can kind of see what the events look like. So I'll be right back. Alrighty guys, so I am back, and right now what you are looking at my February schedule. So if you noticed here, this was the week that I was doing the 4 cities in 5 days. So if you look here, it'll say Nomad Southeast, Gen, they were all Gen Med appointments, of course my name, and then it gives you the date, the city and state of each location. So for February 6th, I was in Macon, Georgia. For February 7th, I was in Albany. For February 8th and 9th, I was in Valdosta. And then for February 10th, I was in Jacksonville. Now, because my weeks got a little messed up and I got extended, so this is showing where on Sunday I was supposed to leave out, and I was supposed to have auditory appointments, 213 in Canton, 214 in Orangeburg, South Carolina. Well, they didn't update the dates here, but they updated it for my travel. Now, my travel is a little bit different. I can't show you that because it has a little bit too much more info on there, so I can't show you that much of it because it's too hard to block out. It's just too much. So instead of this ending here, it actually extended Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, came back Wednesday, or excuse me, came back Tuesday. So this odd appointment is actually here. South Carolina is actually here. Okay, so this is going to be Canton. Okay, picked up my car here. This is going to be Canton. Come back home, leave first thing in the morning, going to South Carolina. I will stay overnight. This is giving me time to travel. So they always give you an extra day for travel. Okay, but like I said, since they moved me, this would be an extra day to travel. This is South Carolina. So technically the event is on Friday, and then it gives you an extra day afterwards to travel, if that makes sense. They always try to give you a time before and a time after. So like if you look here, I left on a Sunday. Okay, I left Sunday morning to go pick up my rental car at the airport. I drove into Macon, Georgia. I stayed overnight in Macon. My first day of clinic was here. Okay. I did my first day of clinic, which was only until noon. We packed up, cleaned up. I dropped off my labs and everything. I drove to the next city, which was Albany. I stayed overnight in Albany. I had my clinic on Tuesday. So if you notice, 2/7, Albany, Georgia. The 7th is the actual clinic day. Clinic was only until noon again because we were going to another city. So we packed up, left up, dropped off my labs, and then I headed to Valdosta, Georgia. If you notice, Valdosta is February 8th, February 9th. So I drove into Valdosta on the 7th, stayed overnight, had clinic on the 8th from 8 to 5, or excuse me, 8 to 4:30. Then stayed again overnight in Valdosta. We had clinic on the 9th. We only had it until noon. Actually, this day was a little bit shorter because we had some people cancel. So we were done about 11. Checked out of the hotel in Valdosta. Didn't have to drop any labs or anything off. Made my way to Jacksonville, Florida. Checked in Jacksonville on the 9th. We had clinic on the 10th. We had clinic until noon. We don't do labs or anything on Fridays because most of the time we're leaving out. So, got the call. Hey, I know you're supposed to fly out on here. Somebody can't make it. Can you stay until Tuesday? Yes, I can. Flight got changed. Stayed overnight at still in Jacksonville. Stayed overnight. Stayed overnight. Stayed overnight. Stayed overnight. Had clinic until noon. Flew home to Georgia. Jacksonville to Atlanta is no time at all. Got back, got my car, got my groceries. Here I am. Here we are today. Woke up in that morning, picked up the rental car for my Canton, Georgia. Canton, Georgia will be tonight. I come home tonight, leave in the morning with my rental, going to South Carolina. South Carolina event, it will be on the 16th and not the 14th. So technically, had these would have stayed, this would have just been blocking, telling me on Sundays, because usually if we go to a different city or something, they always have us leave on a Sunday. So what they do is they block you out here and include it in your actual block of scheduling. So had I would have stayed with my regular schedule, I would have been home Friday. They had me blocked Saturday, just in case if something happened to the plane, if I needed to stay, which I actually needed to stay. But had I came home on Friday, this still would have blocked me just in case. Okay? And then on Sunday, they blocked it because they knew I would have originally had an event on Monday in Canton. So this blocks me on Sunday so I don't fly out or have to drive anywhere else because I already have an event scheduled that following day. Okay? So then my next event day would have been here, and then they would have blocked me here. So because I am actually going to be spending the night in South Carolina, it works out perfectly. So Canton here, come back home, South Carolina here, event, spend the night. Now, Knoxville, Tennessee is supposed to be on the 17th. Now, I don't know if they're going to fly me in and I get another rental car and turn my rental car in South Carolina, or if they're still going to have me come home and then drive to Knoxville, because this event is on a Friday. So I don't know how they're going to do that since it's so close. We're going to have to figure it out. Or it could be a time where they might be like, you know what, that is too close. It might not be enough time, so let's just switch it all together. And they might just take me off this event, put somebody else there, and just put me on something else where I might just actually be home the 17th, the 18th, and I might leave back out somewhere on the 19th. But hopefully that makes sense. If it doesn't, leave me some questions down below and I can do something where I can try my best to get more into how the scheduling goes. But I just wanted to give you an idea of what the calendar could look like. I really didn't have too much in January. Like I said, I had a couple psych here, and then I had my conversion training here, couple appointments, couple of meetings, But yeah, for January, I didn't really have too much because since I have my conversion training here, I didn't have my corporate card yet. So since becoming officially full-time and having my corporate card, me being on that Nomad has been my first official event. This will be my second official event, and if they don't change me off of here, this will be my third event. So far for March, I don't have anything up yet, but they come around fast. But that is how I do the scheduling. Like I said, if you have any questions, just let me know. I will try my best to go more in depth, if you will. And I'll also see if I can, I wish I would have thought about this one when they had sent me the invite for this one, so that way I could have showed you how the invite comes through. But if I get some more, or if it gets updated, I'll come back on and show you guys. But for right now, I will check back in with you guys later.